Hi there, very good afternoon, and my apologies for the delay. I got stuck and could not start dot on time, but here I am welcoming you to BYJU'S exam prep channel dedicated to your CAT preparation. And here is the series of ours where we go ahead and look at a lot of high quality questions that are relevant from the perspective of the CAT and that are going to help you taking you to the next level, or taking your preparation to the next level. So if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and do press the bell icon so that you start getting the notifications for all the sessions that we go on and do. And on that note, let's go ahead and start with our thought of the day. There is something that I want to remind you, and that is talented is a lot commoner than you would imagine, right? It is the consistency, it is the right set of habits that actually take you forward to your goals. So that's going to be the real thing, that's going to be the real deal. So let's go ahead, let's dive into our practice session today. So here are the directions for the first 5 questions. I am going to give you a passage paragraph by paragraph, slide by slide, and after that you would of course have certain questions to answer. And for a change, in the last, I say, 3 to 4 sessions, I've actually used passages which were very challenging. This time around you'd at least find it a breather. So starting with passage 1, here you go. Let's start reading. Okay, so here is the next slide for you. Namaskaram Krishna, how's everything for you? Hang on, I ended up repeating a sentence from the previous slide here. Let me get rid of that. Now you said. Okay, next. Okay, here is next. Done. Here is the last paragraph. Okay, so let's dive into our questions now. The questions are going to be a little heavier on reasoning based questions because those are the ones that people usually had greater issues, greater trouble with. So focusing on those, starting with the first one on your screen. So what's your take? So the author is most likely to agree with which of the following? So can I say that we are looking for something that is true according to the passage, or that gives you information that is consistent with the information mentioned in the passage? Now A is self-contradictory. It was the absence of libraries that shows that there was gatekeeping of knowledge and not the presence of free libraries. So you need to add lack of free libraries is an evidence. Free libraries are evidence? No. Free libraries are evidence of the fact that there is no gatekeeping of knowledge. So A is definitely not the right answer. This is also false because according to the passage, the demand has been going on for quite a while. So just the present generation? No. Libraries are liberating and empowering spaces? True. A free library is a pipe dream. Now what is a pipe dream? A pipe dream is an idea or a plan that is not practical or not possible. But according to the author, it is not an impossible or impractical idea. It is something which is in fact desirable. So D can also be eliminated, and that is why the answer must be option C to question number 1. Here is the next one. Question number 2 on your screen. Go ahead, give it a thought. So Krishna, Ritesh, Shivani, you definitely got the previous one right. Let's see how it works for you in this one. So let us start. Option number A is true, B is true, C is true, D is false, and we are looking for which of the following cannot be inferred. So A, B and C are ruled out and D should be chosen as an answer. Have they finally succeeded? Nope, not yet. And this bit can be had from the second last paragraph. You notice this part. So C is true on the basis of this. So that is why the correct answer is D. Here is question number 3. Read the question carefully and then answer. Okay, so our answer to question number 3 is option. Where are your answers, guys? Why aren't the answers trickling in? Absolutely spot on, guys. It is indeed A. No wrong answer, and that makes me immensely happy. So A it is, absolutely spot on. B in fact goes on to weaken it, C weakens it, D is irrelevant to the argument that we have or to the point that is mentioned in the question. Here is your 4th question. Okay. So what's your take? So if you're good at assumptions or identifying assumptions, this should be a fairly straightforward question, but then these are questions that can at times stump people. Okay, so I've seen people bothering with this, but the correct answer here, absolutely enough, that's a good catch. It is going to be option A. So see, he's saying that it requires everyone. So the assumption is that when everyone comes together, things happen. C is tempting, but then it's not necessary that only librarians to do it at present. It's possible that maybe there are others who are doing it as well. So probably bookmakers and librarians are involved, but we want policy makers and educators and general public to join as well. So it's not necessary that only librarians are at it so far. And that is why C can be ruled out. And I think these were the two answer choices that had the potential to confuse. And here is your next question. Question number 5 on your screen. Read it carefully and then share your answer with me. Okay, so let's dive into our question now. So we want to weaken the author's claim that if everybody gets involved, things happen, things are done. So what does C tell you? C says that, hey, despite a wide base of supporters, things haven't met. So if you're again asking for a wide base to support, considering that it hasn't happened in the past, it may not happen in the future. So C definitely weakens, whereas D is irrelevant to the statement that has been given in the question. Okay, and then B also appears very appealing, but then according to the passage, it actually has a large payoff. It can have a large payoff, so therefore it may not weaken. And then A, I think, again, is something that can be eliminated. So it in fact, if anything, it says that at least it is easier to bring in at least some people that he has asked for. And that is why C is your best answer. So that's your parajumble right there. After it, you have this next question which gives you a parajumble. So after a passage, let us dive into a parajumble. Now you know that sorry. So you know that in the CAT exam, the parajumbles are non-MCQs, right? So you get 4 sentences. Your job is to arrange them in the most logical order. Here you go. The question is on your screen. Go ahead and start thinking. Okay, so let's start. So you know that we read the clues, or we identify the clues and then work, but you guys have already done it. So 2 plus 4 definitely a mandatory pair, but then you notice this, these benefits of first, it should come after 3, and that is why it had to be 3 plus 1, and you guys have already identified that 2 and 4 should come before 3, 1, and therefore the correct answer should be 2, 4, 3, 1. So it won't be 1, 3. I think that 1, 3 is the only part which is a miss. Otherwise, everybody has definitely managed to spot most of these things. You notice these benefits requires a noun to refer to coming before it. So that's one clue that we perhaps missed out on. So that was your parajumble, and now let me take you through 2 questions which ask you for the best summary of the paragraph. So unlike the previous questions, I will give you the paragraph on one slide and the answer choices on the next one. So when you read the paragraph, make sure that you do carry the key idea with yourself, and then start eliminating the options. If need be, you can always use the seeker of your YouTube video to refer to the paragraph once again. Okay, so here is the paragraph for question number 7. Okay, so here are the options for you. So which one gives you the best summary of the paragraph that you've just read? Ready? Throw in the answers, guys. Throw in the answers. Let's see. Okay, so the paragraph very clearly states that a wealth of information leads to a poverty of attention or a dearth of attention. Option B, C and D all miss on that very important part, and they also go ahead and distort the meaning of the paragraph, and therefore if I work with elimination, I'd say I'd go ahead and choose option A. The problem with D is this part. It is not possible to absorb so much information. That is something that is an addition to the paragraph. It is not even present there in the paragraph. So this can be ruled out. Moreover, this conclusion, attention needs to be allocated productively versus judiciously, carefully, there is a difference there, right? So that's question number 7. Question number 8, Krishna asks, is this lecture useful for MBA CET? Yeah, absolutely, yeah, why not? If you're writing a B school exam, these are the kind of questions that come, and therefore you definitely find all these sessions useful. So go ahead and answer question number 8, please. So start with the paragraph. You'd have options on the next slide. All right, so here are the options for you. Go ahead and tell me what you think the answer must be. Give you enough time to comprehend the paragraph as it was a little more challenging. I hope you've managed to come up with the right summary and will require lesser time now. So, which one would you go ahead and choose? C. C is correct. It gives you the second half, but you notice that there is this important part. When you talk about neurocompositional computing, it is an additional crucial factor. This is also a crucial factor. So this is the part that is missing out in option C, and therefore I can say that C is incomplete. It is incomplete as there is a deletion of an important idea. Whereas D, by adding that, makes itself superior to C, and therefore if I have to choose one, I'll go ahead and choose option D. And now over to two questions that are not exactly the kind of questions that are asked in the CAT, but last year I did not take people through the non-CAT questions in these sessions, and suddenly when they were writing NMAT, SNAP, they were like, oh, ye bhi karna hota yaar, ab kya hoega? So I am not making that mistake this year. I hope you will not make that mistake this year. We do of course cover each one of these things in our batch, in our classes, but on the YouTube I think I probably did not give you enough practice. So here are two fill in the blank questions. So I'll keep bringing in some, not many, but at least some questions that are based on vocabulary and grammar. So question number 9 on your screen, what would you like to choose as your answer? Ainab, in that context, not really. Dramatic basically means what? Dramatic is a positive word and that says that the improvement has been significant. And in that context, great will also be a synonym. So what's your take on question number 9? I forgot to put in a timer here. I think I should. As far as vocab questions go, I should put in a timer for sure. Let's see. Okay, Ritesh, obdurate basically means stubborn, inflexible, unyielding. Will it go? Will it go grammatically? But also obdurate to defend the conclusion. You'd say obdurate enough, something along those lines. Otherwise, it will not be able to, we'd not be able to put it in here grammatically. But averse is definitely better, and therefore we can go ahead and choose C. Flummoxed basically means confused, perplexed, nonplussed, puzzled. Averse means unwilling, and sycophantic means somebody who has this excessive willingness to serve others or please others. In Hindi, the word that we use for it is chamchagiri. Okay. And here is the 10th question for you. Shivani, not really. I think in Maharashtra CET, I don't know, Maharashtra CET is usually easy, but then in the last 3 odd years, we have seen that there have been sets with questions that were difficult. So you wouldn't really know. CAT does not even ask these questions anymore. At least they haven't asked them in the last 2 decades. But I'm just ensuring that we keep getting the practice, because all the non-CAT exams, or as we call them, OMATs, they have these. Okay, so for this particular question, I think supportive and reasoned, I am guessing you'd be able to rule out. So the creation of a new prototype has been the unique goal of the long range research plan for years. Unique is something which is unlike anything else, and then unique goal for years somehow does not jive in. But when you say ultimate goal for years, then yes, that fits in better, and therefore our answer here should be option D. So that's it. That's it for today. These are the questions that I've brought for you. Don't forget to like this video, and we do offer a very comprehensive CAT 24 program that has given stellar results. We in fact conducted a scholarship test yesterday. In case you missed out on it, don't worry, we'd bring it back soon, maybe another 2-3 weeks, and that can help you shave off up to 90% off. In case you happen to have any doubts, you can go ahead and fill in this form, which gives you this opportunity to sit down with us one-on-one, where you can discuss your CAT preparation, your plan of moving ahead with your prep, and in case you're interested in BYJU'S course, you can also talk about whether that fits into your scheme of things or not. So that's it from me today. Until I see you next, stay safe, stay focused, stay in touch. I will bring in the next practice session now on Thursday at 12, where we dive into some more Maharashtra CET kind of questions. Shivani, not yet. But maintain that focus, and do not allow your thoughts to wander. Okay, treat it as 9th and 10th until then, right? So have a great day ahead. See you guys soon. Take care.